What is good, YouTube? What is good, PlayStation Nation? It is your boy Persona of Gaming with Persona, host of When Persona Speaks, and one half of the host of What's Up PlayStation podcast every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. And yes, I am your host this week, right? I'm your host with the most, the king of queens. Bari got me saying that now. Yo, listen, man, shout out to everybody here, man. We appreciate you guys, the early birds. We appreciate everyone that's lurking, the lurkers, the people that's going to listen to this later. Shout out to everybody that is here right now. It is another Saturday morning. It is episode 29 of What's Up PlayStation podcast. And listen, me and Bari, we got a really good show for you guys today. We really think you guys are going to enjoy this one, right? But before I even, introduce Bari and whatnot, I want to shout out everybody in the chat, man, all of our supporters, potential supporters, people that are coming through, they seen the show, like, hey, this looks kind of cool. That thumbnail looks kind of nice. Let me check that out, right? We hope you guys enjoy your stay. And for those that are on the fence about subscribing, why, consider subscribing to us. You feel me? We're trying to get to 1,000 subs. We are very, very close. Very, very close. And, with your help and support, we can get there. Also, hit the like button or hit the dislike button, whichever one makes you happy. It all goes towards the same goal, the algorithm, right? But round of applause for the people. And hold up, let me make sure I got my sound going. Oh. Does it sound good? Oh, no, it is not. Round of applause for the people in the chat. And with that being said, man, I've got to introduce the other half of What's Up PlayStation podcast, because without this person, What's Up PlayStation podcast wouldn't be what it is. This is a team effort. So it's Persona and Bari, Bari and Persona, the host with the most, but the best list on YouTube. Yo, Bari, man, say what's up to the people.
Yo, it's P and B or B and P.
Facts.
Yo, what is up, guys, man? Welcome to another episode of What's Up PlayStation podcast. It's going to be a good one where we talk about the greatest, the latest, the most electrified news of PlayStation. The ones that we could scrape up this week. But yo, Persona, you got music playing in the background. I don't know if you plan for that.
Yeah. I was trying to go for a little bit more of a cool. Is it too loud? Is it?
Oh no, I didn't know what you was going for. I mean, you rock out how you want to rock out, man. I was just letting you know. Maybe you forgot to turn it on. I mean, left it on or whatnot, but it's cool. Yo, but yeah, man, it's gonna be a good show, man. A lot of good stuff that I'm seeing on the list here got me excited. Watch a trailer about 6 times already, and I can't wait, man, to talk about this, man, because I'm excited.
Yeah, no doubt, man. It's good to have you here, man, because I know you took a sabbatical.
Oh yeah. Yo, I'm on a Twitter and YouTube break. So like I said before in my last stream, I was going to upload, the rest of the Yee's battles, ball fights. I still have one I got to upload, which is like the secret kind of boss in the game. I haven't uploaded that one because that jumped like 30 minutes. That video like 30 minutes. But yeah, on Twitter I'm taking a break too, man. It's March, man. Yo, the spring is about to be, be here. There's a lot of games in the backlog that I want to finish before the slew of games start coming in April and May. So
plus
I was just like,
nice outside, like this week I heard I knew it was getting nice outside because I heard the dirt bikes. When you
yeah.
When you hear the ice cream truck, things are the weather's changing.
the ice cream truck come out early. Yo, it was like 66 degrees yesterday, man.
Yeah,
like 66 degrees.
It was about 70. It was really warm, and I was thinking about turning on the air conditioner yesterday because it was kind of warm.
Yeah, I had my windows cracked open. The breeze is coming in.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So it was cool, man. You know what I mean. But yeah, man, it's that time, man. So yeah, March is always like a busy month for me anyway. Just personally. So I was like, man, I'm not gonna stay on Twitter. I'll be back on Twitter like April. I'll be back on YouTube fully in April. And we go from there. But You know, sometimes you just gotta take a little break, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
From the stupidity.
Yeah. Hey man, listen, I understand. I ain't mad at you, man.
Yo, a lot of people be thinking like, yo, when you take a break, are you taking a mental health break? No, it's just like it's just a break, man. It ain't that deep, people. It ain't that deep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm perfectly fine, man. Sometimes I just want to relax and chill, man. Not everything surrounds around YouTube and Twitter. Even though I watch YouTube a lot, I still watch people on there and all that. So
yeah,
it is what it is.
I mean, a lot of people, they can't separate from the two, right? So, good on you, man, for taking your breaks. Cause trust and believe, we all take breaks. See, you better than me. I just don't say nothing. I just won't. I just won't say nothing for for like 2 weeks or so.
Unknown said Bethesda broke Bart. Nah, I did a whole stream on the Bethesda.
Here we go. Hey, listen, this is a PlayStation podcast where we talk about PlayStation news. But let me explain something to you.
We talk about that loot.
You feel me? Listen. Bethesda ain't break shit. We may talk about that in the topics. Who knows? We'll see.
Really and truly, it's not going to affect anything. There's going to be some people that's going to be like, oh my god, because they want to go with the trend and they think they following people that's cool and gaming and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, it's not changing nothing, guys. To be honest with you, let's keep it real.
Yeah, what's a fact?
At the end of the day, it's a good thing for Xbox. Let them shits be exclusive. That platform needs to have PlayStation, compete. Your PlayStation haven't competed for years. Xbox. Let them motherfuckers have. Xbox. I mean, no, PlayStation. Yo, who PlayStation competing with? It's Nintendo. They really
hasn't competed with. Okay, sorry. Okay, I missed.
Yeah, it's really and truly all these moves that PlayStation been doing as of late is because the lack of competition, especially when it comes to Xbox. Yeah. Yo, Xbox need a joke. I said that on Tuesday. They need a joke. Yeah. This should be that joke. Hopefully PlayStation like, oh, this is a big move. Hopefully they can do something about it and like, yo, get their shit together like they had it on the PS4. Yeah. You know what I mean? But definitely, we're gonna talk about that later.
Oh yeah, we gonna that's stick around for that topic, ladies and gentlemen. That's gonna be a good. I think we got two good topics that definitely spark really good conversation between myself and Bari. But before we get into any news, any topics and things like that, we gotta talk about the games that came out for the week. And just like the news, ladies and gentlemen, the games as well are extremely sparse. You feel me? Man, this week this list is a bit dry, right? But we gonna make do, right? So the first game is Gensao Skydrift.
I was waiting for that game. What are you talking about, dry, man?
That's a day one, man. That's a day one for you, man.
Yo, it's already caught.
Die Young, Star Running.
Persona. Let's keep it PG a little bit.
Hey, man, that's the game of the game, man. Die Young. I don't know who tried to play that, but Star Renegades. Arcade action wrestling. Bish Shoujo Battle Cyber Panic.
Bishujo,
thanks. Doodle Devil 3Volution.
Whoa! Watch your mouth, man.
Doodle Devil, that's the name of it. Monster
Doodle
Energy
Devil.
Supercross, the official video game for. Yo, those Monster Energy games, they be pumping them joints out.
Yo, I'm trying to tell you,
bro.
these games, what? it takes little to nothing to make, and it could probably take like $200K to make this game, and they will make it. They will make it above, yo, because there's gonna be those people that buy these joints.
Because I remember 3 or 4 of these games coming out on PlayStation 4 generation. I'm like, yo.
Remember, it's just like the fishing games. We're like, yo, they keep coming out with these joints, yo, cause they take
who's buying them? But my whole thing is who's buying these shits.
There's a dude that loves the Monster Energy Supercross, and they excited as hell, bro. Trust me.
Yeah. Monster Truck Championship.
Oh shit! I got the truck.
Yo, I'm telling you, bro. Note a composer and a note. Okay.
What?
Smashing the Battle, Ghost Soul, and then last but not least, Crash Bandicoot 4. It's About Time, the PS5 version. Right. So Bari, man, we in the Spotlight, man. For those that don't know, that are new here, the Spotlight is a game that myself and Bari both lets you guys know that you either need to play, be on the lookout for, or stay away from, right? One of those three categories, right? So, and it could be a brand new game, it could be an old game, it could, it doesn't matter. It could just be a game that, is on our minds, right? So, Bari, man, lead us off, man. What is your spotlight game for this week?
My spotlight game for this week is a game that I sincerely love. I'm super passionate about this game. The combat is amazing. The graphics are amazing. The characters are amazing. And I recently went back to it, just to catch up on a few things, power level up a few people. And that is Avengers, Marvel's Avengers, man. The update is coming the 18th.
Yeah. And
I'm getting super excited back for this, man, because even without the update on the PlayStation 5, it runs faster. It runs 60 frames, much cleaner. But now getting that update that's coming soon. Yeah, I really hope people that do have a PS5, they get, they either purchase the game or they play the game again. Cause I really truly like this game a lot, man. I love this game.
Yeah.
Like, the combat is just so good, man. I'm using Kate Bishop again. I'm like, yo, I gotta relearn this character. I guarantee you, a lot of people, if they use Kate Bishop, they'll be lost. Cause that character, she's the hardest character to use in the game. You know what I mean? As far as linking everything together, there's a lot of teleports that you have to do. Her timing is very precise rather than the other characters, where the timing is much more just like, cleaner. Where her timing is very specific, when it comes to like actual combos in the game, not just pressing square and triangle, or not just pressing square and a special move. You know what I mean? Like she got some OD stuff in her game, man. And replaying the game again, she became like my second favorite character to use, yo. Before the second favorite character was Iron Man. But just a real talk, I really went back and learned to use this character. Like, she have her detonation arrows, and you time that, you explode that, you jump in the air, cancel, and then you could jump cancel again with a teleport. And it was like, I'm playing like a fighting game with this character. You know what I mean? I'm like, what the fuck? And I was just like, I was having mad fun playing with her again, man. You know what I mean? I just can't wait, yo. Like I said, I can't wait for that PS5 upgrade. And
it's funny too, because I'm actually excited for. I don't really like Hawkeye, you know this, right? But seeing his abilities and what he can do, especially being able to heal the team like that, I like playing support roles in a lot of these games. I'm really excited to play with him, actually. So,
you know what's funny? Kate, she got something like that too, bro. Like her decoy. You have like a different branches as far as like your super abilities. Her decoy, she has one where it can heal. It gives like the willpower and heals a little bit. It's not as much as like the one that you saw in Hawkeye, but it has a little bit healing and willpower in there. So like she's deep, man. She's deep. Yeah, I'm excited for Hawkeye too, man. We're gonna see.
I haven't leveled her up like too super high. Like you definitely been like putting in work. I've still got a lot of her base attacks and things like that, but from the stuff that I did play with her, she really is fun to use. Like,
bro, she is
really fun.
She's good individually, and she can be a good crowd control character too. Because there's a part where you can level up. Well, when you hold triangle,
vortex grenade, that little vortex thing, right?
Not even a vortex one. When you hold triangle or heavy move, she does like a arrow that can detonate when you press L2 and square. So she's different than everybody else, bro. But she has a combo now where when you hold triangle and do her detonation arrow, when you keep pressing triangle, she can do like 3 more, and then that's like it's like 4 arrows. That especially if you space them out to between different people, or it's individual, that one big robot, whatever, you can blow them all up, like 4 of them all up. It's like, hey, you see dudes up in the air like boom, boom, boom. I'm like, this character is OD. And then you can just jump and use her R1 and jump and X, and that does her teleport, and you can combo from that, and then you knock them away, then you press R1 and square, it does a forward teleport, you can extend the combo. That shit is her character is wild, bro. It's wild, man. It's legit like a fighting game, bro. Legit. But I just want people to, to get a little bit of note, because this game, to me personally, I love this game, man. Avengers, I love that shit, man. So hopefully the PS5 update can, get people to get playing it again.
I doubt it because people already got their preconceived notions. Cause remember, Bari, timed exclusives is what made this game bad as well. Excuse me, I got
Yeah. People already shooting it down.
they
That
already shot it down.
that got 5 hours in the game.
Facts. For me, man, my spotlight this week, and I was talking to Bari about this offline before we went live. I really don't know what my spotlight is this week, right? I'm thinking about it, right? And I think my spotlight this week is actually going to be.
Boy, confused.
Dragon Ball. I was gonna say Dragon Ball Z Kakarot because the new DLC that's coming out. The new DLC that's coming out with the alternate timeline, Gohan and Trunks when Cell actually won. This timeline that Trunks actually came from.
One hand Gohan.
Yeah, one hand Gohan. He still got two in this trailer though, so I don't think they went up against Cell yet. But that it was the androids. It was the androids. Yeah. My fault. Androids. That storyline and that DLC is coming out, and I was watching the trailer for that, and I'm like, yo, first off, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. If you haven't played this game, especially if you're a Dragon Ball Z fan,
yeah,
are you kidding me? No, you got to play this because the game is fun. The game is really good. Like it really is a good fighting game, RPG style game. Like they really did a good job with this game, especially with the storytelling and with how grand and how big the fights are. Like it really is.
The game is amazing, man. Yeah. One of my favorite games last year, for sure. And there's a lot of DLC that came out that I have to get back to and play it too, man. So the Beerus stuff came out. So the first two DLCs is the Beerus, so pretty much Gods of Destruction, and then Resurrection of F. That's the second one. Yeah, you can go Super Saiyan Blue and all that.
And the third one is going to be Gohan and Trunks versus Android's alternate timeline. I forgot.
And they said with Beerus too, you got to level up because I know I have most of my characters, pretty much all my characters over 100.
No, they extended it. They made the levels higher. Now.
Yeah, I know. They said with the first Beerus DLC, like you got to level him up because he's hard.
Yeah. Which I'm excited about.
I got to go back to it. Back to it.
Yeah. But Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, especially for Dragon Ball Z fans, I definitely think you guys should definitely check that out.
Yeah, even if you're not a Dragon Ball fan, that jump fire. Like it's a good game.
That's fun.
Like it could be one of those games where you can just just peacefully playing the video game, you flying around, the music is playing, you go and collect and all that stuff. It's legit a RPG, man. And then it's one of those games where you can make it into a fighter where you just you can grind and you're gonna fight mad people like link your combos, learn your combos and all that stuff. Like the game is really good, man. I love that game.
Yo, Baltimore, even if you're not into Dragon Ball Z, like Bari said, it is a fun game. It's a very fun game. Like if I was someone that wasn't really versed in the Dragon Ball Z stories and lore, I personally think it would still be a fun game to play because I like fighting games anyway, and I like RPGs, and this game combines both of the two quite well, by the way. Like they actually do a good job of combining the two where it makes sense, right? Because there are places where you can kind of farm, quote unquote, to level up to get better.
Oh yes,
right. And
there's a lot of places.
Yeah, it's a lot of places, especially if you're fighting in the sky, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think in that regard of it just being a fighting game RPG, that's enough to where I'm like, yeah, this is fun, this is dope. But
it is the best Dragon Ball Z game outside the fighting games to be created ever.
Yes,
and I played them all.
Yeah, I would put this game in my top. Top 3 kind of might be pushing it, but top 5, yes.
No, this is the top. Like as far as like Dragon Ball, that's adventure RPG games.
No, I'm saying like just Dragon Ball Z games, period. Like, because number 1 for me till the end of time will always be Budokai 3.
But that's more like just like a fighting game.
Yeah. Even RPGs, it's a lot better than Xenoverse.
Yeah, this game is better than
Xenoverse.
Like they clean up the battle system. Like it's based off Xenoverse a little bit, the battle system, but it's a lot better. It's more streamlined.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that's my spotlight for the week. And speaking of fighting games, Bari, A new character came out this week. The trailer
Yuri
came out actually
Sakazaki.
yesterday or the day before. Yuri Sakazaki, right?
Sakazaki.
She King of Fighters 15, obviously. She came
That's
out
my
this
boo.
week with the trailer, and I'm not gonna lie to you, bruh. She's gonna be on the squad. like,
Yeah, Yuri, that's the
we're
chick right
oh yeah, I'm getting major. Because wasn't she friends with Chung Li? I'm not. Oh my god, no. With Sakura, wasn't she? She's friends with Sakura, isn't she? If I'm not mistaken.
Nah, she's more on well, as far as what King of Fighters team. Like she's with like Rayo. You know that dude,
Mm-hmm.
the fake Kennen Ryu dude,
Mm-hmm.
Ryo with the
Mm-hmm.
orange suit. That's she's more friends with them.
Mm.
You talking about like Capcom versus SNK
Yeah, 'cause I remember
story
them.
wise?
Yeah, because I remember them being friends together in one of those games, and and they fought super similar. Because like, yo, I get Sakura vibes from here, like major, because she fights very
Yeah,
similar to
they're very
Sakura.
similar. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's pretty
Because
much a
wasn't
Shoto
she?
character.
Was she? Because I know Sakura was in rival schools. I know rival schools Capcom. Yuri's wasn't there. I'm getting my fighting games mixed up a bit, but I know there was a game where Yuri and Sakura were friends, and they were,
You talking about Capcom versus SNK. She's
yeah,
just more like King of Fighters character,
yeah. But
but yeah,
what do you think, man? What do you think of the character?
nah, yo, yeah, I love Yuri, man. She's such a dope character. Always like one of those chicks that's on the squad. Like she does have the Sakura vibe as well. And she's always going to be like, in my opinion, like a top tier type of character. Great Shoto character, DP, uh, Fireball.
Mm-hmm.
In the corner, she's dangerous. But yeah, this is a super popular character here, Yuri
Mm-hmm.
Saka Zawi. So yeah,
Yeah, I like her as well, man. I really do think she's
or Sakazaki. I said Sakazawi.
yeah, Sakazaki. I really do think she's gonna be like this really just a really fun cat. She looks really fun to use, man. Like I can't wait. You know, it's crazy too because like I haven't really been into the last King of Fighters games that I really like was like putting a lot of time into was King of Fighters 13 back on the PlayStation 3 generation, right?
Yeah, that
Um,
game was tough, yo.
yeah, I love that game. But King of Fighters 14, I wasn't putting a lot of time into. But I don't know, man. 15, I think the aesthetic of 15 is what really, because you know, King of Fighter games in terms of the fundamentals, mechanics, and things like that, they don't really, you know what you're getting with a King of Fighter game most of the time, right? But I think it's just the aesthetic with this one that's just really pulling me back in and really rekindling my love for the games. You get what I'm saying? Because
Hmm.
14, I was excited, then I got into it, and I'm like,
Yo, 14 was a
uh,
great game. At first it didn't look the best, but yo, this is what happens when you have bad net code, man. The net code really killed that game. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like I like 14, but it was rough to play, man. Like yo, fighting games, yeah, playing the story and all that is cool. Training mode is cool. Like I'm a training mode, like monster. I like to be in the training mode. But yo, you wanna practice the things that you learn from training mode, or the things that you're doing in training mode, playing against an opponent. If your net code is not good, man, it makes it frustrating to play the game. Yo, I stopped playing King of Fighter 14 because that net code was hot garbage. You know what I mean? I wasn't gonna force myself to sit in no lobby or play that game, net code wise, when it's just like a lag fest. Everything that you train for, you can't even land. You know
hmm
what I mean? Like it's fucking crazy. Like, I'm not saying that you're not going to have like good matches and stuff like that, but majority of the net code is just bad. You know what I mean? Because you have dumbasses that play with Wi-Fi and fighting games.
which
And
is a big no-no.
yeah, you know what I mean? It's like, well, I don't want to put the cord all the way. Yeah, put the fucking cord all the way down from your living room to your room, man. It's like, God damn.
Oh god, yeah. Online fighting. That's one of the biggest killers of online fighting games. Is always going to be the net code, right? And I feel like Arc System is ushering in a new era of going back to rollback.
Yeah, and just because of that, King of Fighters, they announced that too. They said that they're working on their implementation of rollback netcode. Hopefully they learn, because they had the fighting game roundtable thing.
Yeah, I
And
watched that, which was really good.
yeah, they announced it there. You know what I mean? So hopefully it's as good as Guilty Gear Strive.
Hopefully.
Let's
moving on. Yo, man, Bari, I know this is like one of your most anticipated. Well, you're not anticipated anymore because it's released, but one of your favorite games, man. 13 Sentinels, Aegis Rim. It surpassed 400,000 copies sold worldwide.
Yes, sir.
How you feeling about that, Bari, man? I'm really happy for Vanillaware, man. They deserve that. Even though I haven't played 13 Sentinels yet, I'm still a big fan of what's that, Odin Sphere. So yeah, how you feeling about this one?
Yeah, man, I'm super excited for that because I love Vanillaware games. And this 13 Sentinel was like, it was kind of an awkward game because it's more like a novel, like a digital novel. You know what I mean? However they want to call those genres. And it works, man. It's a great story. Probably one of the best stories that you experience. The battle system, as far as like the strategy mechanics, was pretty good as well. And they really did a great job there, man. So I'm excited when a game that I like did well. You know what I mean? So hearing that it sold over 400,000 copies in less than a year is great news. So that gives Vanillaware more leeway to make another game out. I don't know if they're gonna do another 13 Sentinels because where the story ended, but it just gives them more assets to create another game. Keep the studio healthy, because they're a small studio too, man. Vanillaware, small studio. They make great games. Some of my favorite games, man. Odin Sphere. Dragon's Crown is great as well. Muramasa, great game. So
I like Muramasa on the Vita. That was a really good title.
It's good that people are supporting it, man.
Yeah.
I think the game award show, when it got nominated for like best narrative story, I think that helped with it too, man.
Oh yeah.
Even though I had this game in my spotlight game for like a good 2 months, people still let me know. Like, hey Jay Bari, have you heard about 13? You should play it. Like, yeah, on this show, listen to this podcast in the beginning, bro. Like for like good 2 months. 13 Sentinel. Yeah. I'm not even gonna go back in that, but I'm happy that people
don't listen.
Yo, that junk is annoying sometimes, man. Like, you'll be talking about a game. You know how long I've been talking about 13 Sentinels? I think since
you have been talking about it for a long time. Prior to it launching, you were really excited.
I think when we went to PSX in 2015,
16,
because I went 2015.
Oh, was it
2015? Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Since that game been announced, and it been in development and all that stuff. And it got delayed. I was like, I can't wait for this game. Can't wait. It came out in Japan. I'm like, I can't wait for this game. I was mad tempted to get the Japanese version, but I was like, nah, can't wait for this game. And then you know what I'm saying, you post these things on Twitter, you talk about these things on YouTube, and people that follow you, they be liking it too. They be liking the tweet, and then all of a sudden one day, like, yo, have you heard about this game? You should check this out. I'm like, what? It's weird, man. It's weird, bro.
I see it quite a bit.
Tightening the brakes sometimes, man.
That's a fact. I've seen people tag me in things that I've retweeted hours before, and it's like, why do you keep doing? Why do you guys keep doing that? Stop it.
The weirdness comes when they actually like it. You tweet something like they like. I was like, they like it. They like the tweet, and then hours later they tweet you the same thing. Like, you heard about this? Or they tag you in something like,
hey, did you see this?
Yeah. I'll be like, I'm in the Twilight Zone, man. Something's going on here.
Man, listen,
Shit crazy.
Hey, Bari, I got a question for you.
Take a Twitter break, y'all. Take a Twitter break. Go ahead.
Social media breaks, even if it's like a week, definitely take breaks because it's too much stupidity on there. But Bari, let me ask you a question. Do you hate cheaters? And when I say cheaters, I'm talking video game cheaters. People that cheat in games. Do you hate that? How do you feel about that? You dislike that, right?
100%, man.
That's one of the that's one of the biggest issues with Call of Duty Cold War. It's the
Yes.
cheaters, right?
Yes. Yes. Yep.
Well, PlayStation is getting some new tools implemented into how they make games. One of those, this tool is called the Nuvo Anti-Cheat, which comes to PlayStation 5 and allows developers to implement anti-cheat solutions in their PlayStation 5 games. Nuvo is one of the most foremost authorities in anti-cheat and anti-tamper technologies for video games, and it is bringing the anti-cheat to the PlayStation 5 console as part of the PlayStation 5's tools and middleware program. Its inclusion in the program allows Nuvo to offer publishers and developers anti-cheat solutions on PlayStation 5. So,
Yeah, I heard about Denuvo. I don't think a lot of people like it though. I heard about this many times because it slows down people's computers. Like it would like implementing this software, it would hitch the computer
they
up like frames and all that.
they mentioned that here too. They said that so in a survey from 2018, the Nuvo parent company Erdeto found that 60% of players had felt that the impacts of cheaters on multiple occasions in multiplayer games. 77% of those people said that running into players who were cheating tended to repel them away from the game, which in turn lowers the player base of honest players and causes people to not partake in in-game spending as much due to the lowered enjoyment. Uh,
Hmm.
but they also say in the article that De Novo says that the number of games that the PlayStation 5 launch already incorporated its anti-cheat to successful ends, while De Novo has faced some criticism for impacting the performance of PC games. That tends to be with its more intensive anti-tamper tools. On PlayStation 5, it's simply the non-intrusive anti-cheat, which the company says will not affect performance of games or
Okay,
developers' own workflow.
there's a different version of Denuvo
Yeah.
on PS5.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, whatever it is, man. I haven't played Call of Duty in 3 months. So I don't know. I haven't really been playing multiplayer games like that in a long ass time, man. So
I'll be honest with you,
I
man.
wouldn't even know.
I kind of I need some type of multiplayer game in my rotation of
Yeah, me
gaming,
too, man.
and so like
I might
I've
go
been
back to
on
Rogue.
Destiny.
I might go back to
Oh
Rogue.
shit, I, I,
We'll see.
Destiny has really like been that good, has been that really good fix that I've needed because there's times throughout the year like if Call of Duty was normal, there's you know how I do throughout the year I'll go to COD as my detox game, if you get what I mean.
Oh yeah,
Like
that's
if
the
I fin
unwinding for the week.
yeah. Like if I'm playing like an intensive RPG or an action based or action adventure game throughout the week and I want to take a break from it, Call of Duty is normally that game that I play for like the next 2, 3, 4 days only, like to detox and then go back. Because there's always gonna be something in COD that's gonna piss me off and and push me back to the game to finish it. You get what I'm saying? So COD has
Hmm.
always been my detox game. Destiny as well though. Destiny multiplayer and Destiny's content has also been something that I play pretty hardcore and use the multiplayer as a detox as well. That's really what this has been right now. Because since I can't play COD no more, because you and I share the same sentiments of Cold War being just terrible, like a terrible game. Uh, Destiny 2
Yo,
has been that detox.
this is the longest I've ever went not playing a Call of Duty game, yo.
Yeah.
It's, I had a long break with World War II because the game was broken,
Hmm.
where I kept this black screen, but that was like a month and a half. But this is the longest what I ever where I, where I, where I took a break from just playing Call of Duty. It's crazy.
Yeah. No, it's
Yeah, sometimes, I see the stuff, man. I see the trailers, the season 2 stuff, and I'm like,
you get tempted.
oh.
Yo, nah, trust me, I get it. I get it. Trust me, I get it. But I don't know. Destiny's been a good filler for me personally. It's been a really good filler. But cheating in games has always been something where, and it's funny too, because like when you say that stuff, people are like, "Oh no, you just mad." No, there really are cheaters in these games that be doing some
No,
pretty crazy
people
stuff.
people legit pay money to get cheating software on their computers or their consoles, man.
Yeah.
I've seen multiple videos where they was interviewing cheaters. But big streamers was playing like Call of Duty or whatnot, and they would interview the cheater. They're like, "Yeah, I'm doing it because a lot of people else do it." And they ask them, "How much you paying?" They say, "Yo, 60 to 100 a month to keep the cheating software up." It's just crazy, man. People, there's a dedicated community of cheaters, man. And they on consoles too. Don't get it twisted. They are on consoles too. There's many videos me and Persona have done. Call it looking at these cheaters, put up on Twitter. This dude is clearly cheating.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I already
So
told y'all about that.
I don't know how effective this de novo is. I've heard about this for a long time. But whatever version they got on the PS5, hopefully it's working, man, because I think
it's going to be implemented into future projects. I'm not sure if it's already being implemented into already existing games.
Because cheating definitely put me away from playing Call, especially Cold War. The cheating is because they have the skill based matchmaking. The higher the skill base is, the more cheaters you want to run into. People want to keep their KDs. People want to keep their win streaks and all that stuff. So they're going to cheat. A lot
of people on consoles. I told y'all what they're using. They are using the Cronus Zen Max.
Yep,
bro. I was looking this stuff up because I wanted to understand why is this so rampant. Like, and you know what's funny? I didn't really start.
How this person locked into you so quick like that? Like you a scrub. Like you haven't played COD for years.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, yo, listen. I'm not saying I'm the best in COD, but I'm the best in COD. You understand? Like, I'm a beast, man. Y'all seen my gameplay. Y'all seen the streams. I ain't blowing smoke up nobody's ass. You understand? Like, y'all seen the tapes, right? I know how to aim. I know how to strafe. I know how to run these maps. I know the spawns. I know how to move. I set up my gun specific ways. Y'all seen this stuff.
It's a fuck skills, man. We got the
I'm
software.
running around and I'll get the drop on people where I'm shooting. Like the way I play, if I'm running and gunning and I run into somebody, I don't stop, aim, and shoot. I stop. I move either to the left or to the right. And the funny thing is, since most people since most people are right-handed, most people will tend to move to the right. They'll tend to move to the right, or they'll anticipate the right. I try to move to the left. Even though I'm right-handed as well, I try to move to the left because it throws people off. I move to the left, and I'm hip-firing at the same time. So I'm moving to the left, hip-firing at the same time, then I'll aim in. These dudes will just, like, be standing still, and their camera just go, whoop, boom, boom, and keep, and I'm like,
and
bro,
it's headshots.
Bro, what is, like, what?
What? We're using the same gun. How you getting the headshot like that, bro? It's gonna be crazy, dog.
Ridiculous.
Yo, arcade. I've played hardcore mode, man. Yeah, hardcore more. I do good in hardcore, but it's just boring, man.
Yo, that hardcore. I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. No offense to people that like hardcore, but that shit's really for scrubs. I'm gonna keep it real with you, man.
Yo, hardcore is cool.
Mode is very scrubby. That's a very scrub.
It's cool, right? But like, yo, people don't move in core, right? Like, you know, the campers and all that stuff. We complain about campers and all that stuff in core. Is times 10 in hardcore where
Facts.
Dudes, yo, it be all quiet on the Western Front sometimes, bro. Like you don't hear nothing until that big climax come. Like, oh, here now we shooting. Mm-hmm. Well, I played hardcore. Remember Persona? You remember what we was leveling up our guns to go gold? It was like, yo, let's go hardcore. We was washing them in hardcore, yeah. But still cheaters in there too, man.
Yeah, it's definitely cheating.
Bro, I can tell a cheater, especially when somebody's aiming or they beat me in certain gunfights. Some gunfights, like, okay, you know what I mean, you got the better of me. But there's some gunfights in that game. It's just there's no way. There's no way.
And things like that push people away. Because if I was still on COD, playing COD, bro, I would have bought some of those. I would have already bought, like, you know, some of those skin packs and all that stuff. I would have, you know, leveled up my season pass super quick by buying it. Like, COD always gets money from me, right? And I ain't got no problem giving them some extra money. But this time, they ain't getting no bread from me. All they got was that
no bread from me
from the initial purchase, and that's it, bro. They ain't COD is not getting no money from me.
These are the only two CODs that have to ask you a question after you play a match. Did you have fun? What the fuck is going on? Like, you never had to have that in any Call of Duty. You know what I mean? Yo, we used to play hours upon. Yo, the thing is with Modern Warfare 2, like we was playing Modern Warfare a lot because we was just trying to
Trying to force
discover
ourselves
a
to like it.
breakthrough. Yeah,
Yeah.
we was like, nah, there gotta be a breakthrough. But no, the game is just hot garbage. The way how they design the game is hot
And I don't
garbage.
like how every season my level goes back to fucking 50 or
Yeah, I
some
don't
shit
like that
again.
either.
I
I
don't
don't
like
like
I
that
don't
either.
like that, bro. Let me prestige to 10 and that's it, bro. Like
Yeah.
or let it keep once you get to 10th prestige, let it just keep leveling up and keep going infinitely or whatever, right?
I don't like
Don't
that.
have me getting to 100 and then you push me back down to 0 or to 50 or whatever every season. Nah, bro, I don't like that. This is the problem with a lot of these developers. They're trying to reinvent the wheel, bruh. God, never mind these
Yo,
crybabies
it's
in this
not
community,
even
bruh.
about reinventing the real.
God,
They trying to force to get more money out of people because now when you reset, it's gonna entice you to get like the season pass to level up quicker. And that's all they're trying to do, man. Is
that
just get
stuff
more
is
money.
that stuff is that stuff is predatory or
But
too
no,
much.
Persona. This is the thing. They trying to get more money, but the core Call of Duty player, we was already giving you money with the way how you had it. We was already
Yeah,
buying,
they were already
your
breaking
DLC
records.
packs. You know what I mean? We was already
Now
buying
they're
your color
breaking.
packs.
Now they're breaking more records. Now they people are buying into that shit. You know, because for a lot of people, they don't care about the gameplay. They just want to look cool in the game. These people have these glowing, funny, spectacles of guns and all this, but be
Mm-hmm.
5 and 15 on the leaderboards. It's like, bro,
Garbage.
like yo, man, I'll be in here with this stock color, doodle color camo, and I'll be fucking 40 and fucking 3 on the map. Like, listen, man.
You know what give people advantage, and it's sad.
Hmm.
It's the those tracer pack things. You know when they have like the purple tracer bullets or the red tracer. That throws me off completely, man. When I don't like that implementation in Call of Duty at all because when you getting hit, the bullet is also popping up on your screen. Like yo, it's impairing my vision sometimes, man. I hate that shit, yo. They did that in Modern Warfare. They brought that shit back here in this game. It's
I don't like
garbage, man.
that strobe light shit either, man. That joint is
Oh man, that's cheap as
that
hell,
joint
bro.
is like really noob friendly,
Yeah,
man. And I'm just sitting here like, yo, what are
yeah.
y'all
They
doing,
brought
bro?
that in Black Ops 4. That's strobe light.
Damn, bro. It's like, yo, y'all, and like, it's not just on the shotgun; it's on every gun. And it's like, why would you give
Yo,
someone the ability to
I
put the
stay
strobe?
losing. Oh no,
Listen,
you talking about the flashlight
yeah, the flashlight,
yo,
that like
they
blinds
put
you.
that in the game because they knew the visibility in Cold War was bad.
Yeah.
That's why they put that in the game. Yo. Everybody has it on the attachment.
Yep.
That's why that whole gunsmith is just a waste because it comes to the point where people regardless is just gonna pick the best thing for their guns. You know what I mean? Nobody's
Mm-hmm.
gonna experiment and do this crap and this crap when these attachments here when you level the gun up is you get the best out of the gun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it leaves no counters towards guns. That's one thing I hate. I love Call of Duty for the one-on-one gun battles, the gun battles. Somebody has something in their gun. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cheap. You can counter it with a different attachment and whatnot. This game, all these choices they quote unquote claim to give you with a gunsmith,
It
you
don't
can't
matter.
counter shit. You can't counter shit. There's
It
no
don't
rapid
matter.
fire. There's no counter shit, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Garbage.
Yo, listen, and it's funny too because I know someone's gonna listen to this and say, "Oh my God, you guys just complaining about complaining." No, you're listening to two people that are big fans of Call of Duty, disappointed at the fact that COD has gone down the route that it's gone down.
Look, nobody's talking about Call of Duty multiplayer. They're just talking about Warzone. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I'm seeing big Call of Duty streamers don't even play the core mode no more. That yo in a matter of years, that core Call of Duty mode
It's
is
gonna
gonna
be
be
gone.
dead, bro.
Yeah, they're gonna
Be dead.
that the core mode. I feel like they're gonna end up killing that off and really just only having the war zone in the story and just
Yeah,
keep building on top of
and
Warzone because
zombies.
yeah, zombies because you know big YouTubers, big streamers, like even FaZe, even Censor, who's someone I've been watching for a long time since I was young. Um, he's even like he still does the COD League stuff and all that, but he's not even like into it as much anymore.
It's garbage.
Jeez. But let's move on. I'm glad they added this cheat tool, but let's hope it actually does what it's supposed to do and get rid of these cheaters. Even though I personally I doubt it will, but we'll see, right? Bari,
Cheaters always gonna find a way.
let me ask you a question, Bari. Who was your favorite Ninja Turtle? Mine was always Raphael.
Mine is always Michelangelo, man. Michelangelo, the best Ninja Turtle.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Out.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Listen, a new Ninja Turtles game is coming. I'm excited. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
Raphael has always been my favorite. I always like those angry. Raph has always been my favorite, man. Always will be, right? They're coming out with a brand new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game. It's published by it's not .mu, yeah, .mu, and it's being published by. Shit, I forgot the publisher's name. I'll look at it in a second. But this game is inspired by Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time, which is my favorite Ninja Turtles game of all time. I've played through that game faithfully many, many times. No pun intended.
Hyperstone Dimension is better.
We're not about to have this conversation.
Nah.
We're not about that.
Turtles in
Time is the best. Turtles in Time is the best Ninja Turtles game. Outside of that new one that was made by Platinum a couple years back on PlayStation 4. That one was really good. But Turtles in Time
that wasn't that good. That wasn't that good.
You didn't like it? Really? Shit, I liked it, man.
Yeah, I like what they're doing here, man. They got the retrofit style, you know what I mean, the sprite based stuff, which looks good.
Oh, Tribute but it looks the developer, by the way. Sorry, Tribute.
Tribute, yeah. But it looks updated. Like it looks like it's the people. A lot of people base things. Oh, this looks pixelated or it looks sprite based. But if you compare the sprite base and the pixels from Sega Genesis now, it's a difference. Like it's a big difference when you compare it. Mm-hmm. Like as far as how cleaner the sprites looks and all that stuff. Like you can tell like the sprites look much more cleaner here in this game. But yeah, I'm liking this a lot, man. This is co-op too.
Yeah, online co-op, Bari. So you can play with up to 4 of your friends online, or you can do couch co-op, 4 players.
I'm with this. Like this is the same people that did Streets of Rage 4, man. I love that, right? The Tribute and .mu.
They made Streets of Rage 4?
I think so.
Ooh.
I think it's the same people.
This is gonna be really good then.
Real
hey yo, listen, go ahead, fact check that real quick. Shredder, so Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Shredder's Revenge. This looks...
Lizard Cube, .mu, yeah, and Lizard Cube and all that made Streets of Rage 4, but it's still .mu.
This is why I'm excited though, Bari. They added a signature move in this game that was from Turtles in Time that I used to love doing. The throwing at the screen and cracking the screen. Oh, yeah. Listen, when I seen that, I was smiling ear to ear because I used to do that all the time. Me and my brothers on the screen, fucking people up. I like if they bring back the when you used to throw, not throw at the screen, but used to like throw the foot soldiers like back and forth, like you slam them like.
Oh,
boom, yeah.
I hope they bring that back. The running looks amazing too. You see how everybody have a different run. Michelangelo looks cool. Mm-hmm. By the way, the best Ninja Turtle skill wise. By the way,
yeah, Michelangelo definitely up there. Raphael though. Raphael the best.
Raphael cool too, but
Raphael the best.
I'm
okay,
always
you can say he the best.
I always been a Mikey and Leo fan.
I've been Leo Raph. Mikey and Raph as well. Mikey and Raph. Mike Raph or Leo Raph.
And Donatello always the OP in the games though, because that stick got to reach.
Oh yeah, the
You
stick
know,
is actually the best though. That's the thing. Like,
yo, I'll tell him like, yo,
especially back
what?
in the old school games, man. Like, yo, that stick was definitely keeping people at bay.
And then he had that super move where he pogoed off the stick to kick you. That joint used to go mad far. Yeah,
Yep.
I'll tell you to be OD in the games, bro.
Yeah. Shout out to Ninja Turtles. Yeah, they do got. Oh, yo, look at Michelangelo's run, bruh.
Yeah, yo, it's pretty cool, man.
Hey, yo, look at him run, bro. That joint is funny. He downhill. Wait, is they gonna show it? No, hold on. I gotta go back a little bit more. Watch how Michelangelo run. Look at him.
Oh, you see the boxes actually breaking up and all that
Oh
too.
yeah.
I'm with you, man.
I'm excited about this game. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm really, really excited about this.
This coming out this year?
Let me see. They didn't put a date on it.
Ooh, how much lives do you get? I don't see a life on there. If you go up, look at the gameplay. It says NF
Let me see.
on the life bar.
Life bar. Yeah, I only see one bar, and that's NP, not NF. NP.
Oh, MP.
That might NP, so that might be like your ninja points for like some type of specialized moves, yeah, or stuff like that. That's what I think that is. I don't see any. The lives is at the very top because you can see that Leo has ×3, Donatello has ×3.
Oh, I can't. Okay,
right?
I can't see it. All right,
yeah, it's at the top. Yeah, they got the life thing up there at the top. So yeah, man, yo, ladies and gentlemen in the chat, y'all happy about this, man? Like, I'm excited.
I hope when you use your specials, your life goes down like the old game, so you have to pick and choose when to use it. You know what I mean? That's the challenge.
I hope they have it at the one where like only certain people can use the pizza. Remember back in old games?
Oh, yo, you used to get fights, bro.
Yeah.
that's all them beat 'em up games back in the day. You're like, what? You took the apple? I needed that, man.
I needed that, bro. Like, oh, my fault.
Oh, my fault. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that, man. That's my fault. The person that blew up the barrel mad early, like, yo, bro, where's your tact? You got no tact. You got no strategy. Just blow up the barrel. I used to hate that, bro.
Oh man. So yeah, let's talk about this.
They say consoles. I didn't know what systems is. I saw PC and consoles.
It's PC and console. So
I'm pretty sure it's coming out everything.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think it's gonna be PS4, Xbox, Switch and all that stuff, and PC. I would hope that they would have a next gen version for this, but I really feel like something like this doesn't really necessarily need a next gen version. You feel me?
120 frame mode.
Yeah, I would hope they would at least have that, right? But moving on. So Bari, I know you're not really playing. You don't really play too much Destiny, right? So you probably aren't really necessarily in the know about this per se, but I do still want to get your thoughts on this. And for me personally, I obviously give in-depth thoughts on this. So essentially, Bungie will eventually vault Destiny 2 Forsaken content. So just to give you a bit of context about that, Bari. So what Bungie started doing when they started expanding the game much more, especially when the PS5 version and things like that came out, one of the things that Bungie was talking about doing was vaulting content, meaning taking existing content that was there and removing it from the game. Not removing it and you can never use it again, but vaulting it for the time being so that it can make way for new content. Because before the game was vaulted, there was about 9, 10, maybe 11 planets. There was the Red War DLC. There was the Last Wish DLC, Dreamer City stuff, and then there was Forsaken, right? So before the Destiny Beyond Light DLC was going to be making a comeback, they wanted to vault content that they felt was not being used anymore and not being, really had low numbers in terms of player engagement. They wanted to get rid of that stuff and make way for the new stuff because the game was starting to go into a state of instability. It's not sustainable anymore, right? Because the game has gotten so vast, so large, there's so much there that they have to keep an eye on. It became harder for Bungie to maintain that much of a game. So what they decided to do was to vault content. So the early content, again, the Gaul stuff, the Red War and all that stuff, they decided to vault a lot of that stuff and make way for the new content. So now...
Hey, yo, listen, I'm going to cut you off, man. I'm sorry. Because you are a Destiny fan, boy. I can already tell. You are using their PR terms, vault content. They are taking away content from the game
No,
so they
no,
can put new
no.
stuff in there.
Yes, they're taking away content from the game so that they can put new stuff in it. Yes, and
Exactly.
so
Stop giving me the PR shit.
no, no,
I
no.
don't give
The
a fuck
vault
about
is
the
what they.
PR
I was
shit.
just trying to use the term that they were using. Vault.
Nah,
That's
nah.
all.
Yeah, that's the PR shit. And I mean, at the end of the day, people have paid multiple money for their DLC content and expansion passes. These motherfuckers gonna vault content. Get
Yes.
the fuck out of here. If the motherfucker want to play the vaulted content, whatever old content, that's not on them. That's on you, Destiny. Compress your fucking data and get the shit together. You know what I mean? Stop putting out all this crap and invest into some compression software so you can get your game smaller so you can fit it on one thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about your PR statement about vaulting content and all that bullshit. Motherfuckers pay for this shit. They pay $30, $40 for your expansions. Nobody's trying to hear this vault content. Yo, they crazy, man.
Yeah. No.
Compress your shit.
I know. I felt that. It's funny too because I felt this. And I still feel the same way. I felt the same way about that when they first were talking about it. Uh, hey, listen, yeah, yo, listen. I am a Destiny fanboy, right? I'm not gonna not
Try to use
deny
the
that.
terminology
I see
on me,
the
like
chat. You know, the chat definitely like, oh, you fanboy. And yes, I'm a Destiny fanboy. Yes, I'll admit that, man. I ride for Destiny. Y'all know this. Destiny 1 and Destiny 2. I say that proudly, right? But I can still speak on the L's. I can speak on the negatives, right? I ain't afraid to speak up. And listen, this is definitely.
I know you will speak on the L's. I know you give your opinions on Destiny. And I'm just talking about they suckered you into giving that PR speech talking about Vault. The whole time I'm listening to you, you use Vault like 20 times. I'm like, yo, Persona, let's knock it off. They cutting the shit.
So for lack of a better term, they are taking away content that people paid for out the game to make way for new content. That's what they're doing, right? When they first announced this with the Red War and all that other stuff, I said back then that this is messed up. Like, you shouldn't do this because this is stuff that people did pay for, right? People, should be able to access it whenever they want, right? Like, regardless if it's not being used or not, they shouldn't, you really shouldn't be taking away content from the game. Now, I get you want to make way for new content, but my problem is this with Destiny 2, right? Beyond Light is cool, right? And Beyond Light, the story and things like that, the raid, I do enjoy that stuff. But, when you compare Beyond Light to Last Wish, or even compare Beyond Light to the Red War with Gaul, the amount of content that you've gotten with Beyond Light is significantly less than that of Last Wish, significantly less than that of the Red War, right? We've only got one planet and a new addition to the Earth Zone EDZ. So they added back the Cosmodrome, right? They they added in the Cosmodrome, right? But which was a planet from Destiny 1. Then, they added with this new season of the Chosen, they added in, 2 raids from Destiny 1, Fallen Saber, and the Devil's Lair. And my whole thing is this, man. Destiny, I love Destiny 1. I love Destiny 1 so much. Destiny 2 started out very, very rough. Very rough, right? Destiny 2, it's built itself up to be a lot better, and they made a lot of great changes and things like that. But, I still feel like they're holding on too much to Destiny 1 in its glory days, when you add in a lot of this old stuff into the game and, expecting people to just, suck it up and be like, oh yeah, whatever, it's cool. And listen, there's small changes here and there, but, it's still not enough. For me personally, like, I do wish there was a lot more to Beyond Light and Season of the Chosen. I kind of wish there was just a lot more there. The battleground in Season of the Chosen is fun. It's pretty cool. But, it's no Menagerie. And those that play Menagerie know what I'm talking about, right? Menagerie, I feel, was the last, and that was during the Callus season. I forgot the name of that season. But the Menagerie was like the last true season content like the seasonal content that you get for per season. That was the last good seasonal content that we got, where it really was substantial and it really had like some really good unique things to it, right? A lot was there. You could really do a lot. You could chase different weapons, different roles, and all those different things, right? Here with Season of the Chosen, it's okay. You know, the battlegrounds, like I said, is pretty cool. But then when you look at Beyond Light, you know, for me personally, the Deep Stone Crypt raid is pretty cool. I do like the raid, but it's entirely too short to be a true to form raid, right? I look at Deep Stone Crypt as more of like a glorified strike, if you will. Maybe, you know, like a beginner style raid, because it really is short. Like you can finish the entire raid in 25 minutes, 20 minutes. You know, if you got a competent enough team, if you got a competent enough team, you can blow past the raid. But you know, when it comes to them stripping content away, I was never for that, and I don't like that they're continuing to do that. I understand you say the game is getting too big for its own good, but you know, I mean, listen, that's what an MMO is. Like if I go to DC Universe Online, right? You know, you guys know that DC Universe Online is one of my favorite games of all time. I've played that game religiously. I put thousands of dollars into that game, right? When I go back to DC Universe Online, and I went back recently, all of the old stuff was there. All of it. Like and that game has been going for like 11 years now. All of that content is there. All of it from the very beginning.
Like, the thing is that why are you releasing all these expansions? Because expansions is supposed to do what? Expand the game. But these dudes talking about, nah, we're gonna put these in a vault like you Disney or something. What the fuck is going on?
And then
it's a video game.
The other thing I'm like, they're bringing back old raids. So I think next season they're supposed to be bringing back Vault of Glass and all those old raids from D1. And I'm sitting there and I'm just like, yo, man, why do y'all keep bringing back this old stuff? Like, and like people are happy about this, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, yo, I want new stuff, new raids, I don't want to just keep.
You talking about the same people that complain about Marvel Avengers are happy with this episode?
Yo, listen. Yo, but it's just like, yo, man, all this old stuff that you keep bringing back, and I'm like, yo, I don't Vault of Glass in D1, but yo, I'm on D2. I want a new raid. I want this. I don't want these old raids to be coming back. Like,
I don't think that's a bad thing per se, especially if they add in Destiny 1 stuff. But that's taking away stuff that people was paying for to expand your game. I don't get that. I don't get that, man. Like, you know how the Destiny community is, man. They will complain, but they will accept it. You know, so you know we'll definitely see. I've seen many Destiny people is like complain, but then it's like when it actually hits, okay, they just go on by the expansion.
Hey, listen, man, I've been guilty of that as well. I'm be honest, I was. I mean, but there are
it's common if you like a game, you know, and you enjoy it a lot, you know. Yeah, you have your gripes and your complaints with it, but you thoroughly enjoy playing the game, so you will support it. So I get it. Trust me, I get it. But I just think that this should be highlighted a lot more, you know, especially if they taken away from those expansions that people have bought. I think that's kind of, I don't want to use this word, but it's kind of anti-consumer. You know what I mean? That's like saying you know, you've been playing Final Fantasy 14 or Realm Reborn for years upon years, buying every single expansion. They say, oh, you know, the expansion you bought 2 years ago, you know, we're gonna eliminate that from the game just so we can, you know, manage the game a little bit. Nah, what's all this money you've been making? All this for years upon years. Destiny has been making money. You know what I mean? They put their game free to play. Doesn't matter. They still have a whole bunch of stuff where we can buy and get certain things. Whatever it is, right? Yeah. You are good. You are good to go with Destiny. When a new expansion come out, people are buying the new expansion so they can play, get the new boss fights, new raid, all that, whatever is included within it. And then you're gonna say, "Oh no, we're gonna take that away." Destiny 2 came out when? 2016?
2017?
2017?
Yeah, 2017, I think. Yeah.
So you,
Or
you what?
20,
You
yeah,
four
2017.
four
No.
4 years in the game and you take away. That's just weird, man. That's just weird.
Let me see.
I never really heard that. I never heard that before. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, you imagine
Yeah,
that with
all
like
right, so Destiny 2 came out September 6, 2017.
imagine that Dragon Ball Fighters like, yo, we are in season 3, but yo, next season we're gonna take away all the characters from season 1.
Yeah, but
You know what I mean?
that's what I'm saying, man. Like they're 4 years, they're 4 years or so in, and like I said, looking at DC Universe Online, that game's been going for 11 years, and
Facts.
they, every piece of content that they've put in that game is still there now. Like you could go there
Yeah.
now and start from the very beginning, and play through every single piece of content. Right? There's
So
so
if
much in
somebody,
it. There's so much in the game. I get turned around. I don't even know what to do in there sometimes, right? But looking at Destiny and like looking at what they've done with the game and what they're trying to do, I don't think vaulting content, especially if you're making the game free to play, like they've done, and new people are going to be coming to the game. They make the excuse of, oh, we don't want people to play through the story and wonder if, Cauldron's good or if Cauldron's bad or if this is this. And it's like, yo, man, like let people get in there and get their sea legs and let
yo,
them experience the content.
do you think because they went free to play, they have the excuse to do something like this?
Yes,
Hey,
of
yo, by the
course.
way,
Of course.
shout out to Chandler Wood. Yeah, I need you to put this article up on the screen, man. Look at that picture that he put on there.
Oh,
Yo,
let me.
yo, the whole time we talking about Destiny, Persona ain't put the article on the screen yet. Yo, he a Destiny fan boy, yo. Trust me. But look at it. Look at this picture. This is the perfect depiction of what's going on right here. And he didn't want to show it. He didn't want to show it on
Hey,
purpose.
listen, I got it up. Shout out to Chandler Woodman. He was on the show 2 weeks ago. Really good conversations. No, listen, it's a problem, right? I do think that because the game is free to play, that is also part of the reason why they're getting away with a lot of this stuff, because the season pass that comes with the game every year. So when you buy the expansion, if you pay the extra $10, you get access to all of the seasons within that year, which is supposed to be 3 or 4, depending. Yeah, because every 3 months is a new season. So they're putting like new guns, a new activity, a little bit of story and things like that. But they, the fact that you've gotten rid of 2 or 3 major moments within the game. Again, the Red War. That was the very start of Destiny 2. Getting rid of the Red War, getting rid of Gaul, getting rid of Leviathan Raid. Like they got rid of all of that. They got rid of planets, right? No more Mars, no more Io, no Titan, no Mercury. They got rid of all of that stuff. The second raid.
So this is already happening.
This has already happened. Now they're gonna expand further and get rid of the Forsaken DLC. And get rid of all of that. So what came with Forsaken was,
I remember that. I remember the Forsaken. This came out.
The Forsaken DLC. What came with the Forsaken DLC was the Dreaming City and the Reef, and the Last Wish raid. So you got 2 new planets or 2 new areas, big areas, and you got the raid and all this other stuff because you got the Blinding Well and all that other stuff. That stuff, the fact that they're taking that away, they're taking away 2 more planets, taking away a raid, taking away an activity, taking away those guns and stuff, and all that stuff is getting taken away.
Yeah, that's not cool, man. That's not cool.
Yo, when Destiny 2 in its prime, it had like 10 or 12 areas, because you had the Mercury, you had Mars, you had Titan, you had Io, you had Nexus, you had Dreaming City, you had the Reef, you had the Moon, you had Earth, and you had the Tower. So that's 10 areas.
And wouldn't that encourage people to get the expansion so they can play more content? I don't understand the reason of taking it away. You know what I mean?
Well,
is it running on different servers or something like that?
No.
I don't.
So the reason, with when they took away Titan, Io, Mercury, and Mars, and took away all that content, Leviathan Raid, the I forgot the name of the sect, that smaller raid that came with it, the menagerie raid and all that stuff. When they took away all that stuff, the reason for doing that was because of the scale of the game. They felt the scale of the game was getting too large, and they wanted to scale back and make the game a bit more manageable, right? But one thing they never mentioned was, with Destiny 2, you're taking away all these planets. What's being replaced with this stuff? Because you're taking away a large portion of the game. What's being added in to compensate? The only thing that's been added in was Europa, because they did a lot of the vaulting a couple months before Beyond Light was supposed to be coming out, before it got delayed. So when the vaulting happened, you had all these planets that were gone, and then when Beyond Light came out, you had Europa. Europa was the only new planet that came out, because prior to that, the moon, they added the moon to it with the Shadowkeep DLC. Was the new addition was the moon, and then with the Beyond Light, it was Europa. So between those two expansions, we've only got two new additions to the world map, 2 new planets. But we lost about 4 or 5.
Yo, I just looked up Bungie, right? So in 2019, they got more than 600 people working on the Bungie Studios software production corporate, whatever they call it, right? I don't understand, why are they taking away? Like, is it hard for them to manage? Like, the only thing I could think about is like, having these expansions is like on a different server or something. You know what I mean?
Well, it's also a 2-layer problem, right? Because one of the biggest problems with Destiny and Bungie is Bungie neglects the Crucible so much. It's been like 3 years since we've gotten a new Crucible map. So
yeah, you know why?
The same maps and the same stuff, like that same stuff for so long, and they've neglected Crucible so severely.
Bro,
no new maps, no new nothing.
This is a major problem when it comes to online games in general. They try to attract, or they go out their way to attract, the more casual gamer, the Jimmy 2 left feet gamer, that is not so competitive. They don't like to lose. They want all the goods and all the knickknacks and all that stuff. But when it comes to the real competitive stuff, they don't like to lose. So a lot of people, the people that they're trying to attract, is not really playing the competitive stuff. They're playing the PvE kind of aspect. So that's what they're focusing on. You know what I mean? It goes with Call of Duty as well. Call of Duty, people more are focusing competitively on the Warzone aspect, right? Where it's not so as intimate, I guess, as like a 6v6 or a 12v12, you know what I mean, where people are just lessening they're still playing those type of competitive modes. And it's trickling in Destiny. Yo, they haven't got a map in 3 years. That's crazy, bro.
About 2,
because people not playing as like that.
But see, the crew, and this is really I think I might do a podcast on all this too, and talk, because it's so deep. The Crucible, there is a dedicated Crucible community, though. That's the problem. And a lot of people within it, a lot of the pro Destiny players, they've been complaining about this for a long time. And a lot of people have been complaining about this because there is a competitive Destiny scene. There's a Crucible Destiny scene. Like, if you play Destiny, you see that, like, there's really 2 different communities of Destiny, because there's the Crucible community and there's the PvE, regular content community. And a lot of the Crucible community has felt neglected for a very long time. But here's the best part, Bari. A part of the vaulting that they did, right? With the planets and all that stuff, I forgot to tell you, they also took away weapons. So all your favorite weapons that you used to use, they're no longer useful in the content, because in Destiny this shit is crazy. In Destiny, in order to play some of the newer content, you gotta have, you gotta get your light up and all that stuff, make sure your guns are highlight. They put a cap on the old weapons, especially a lot of people's favorite weapons that they used to use. They put a light cap on that was severely lower than what the recommended light cap was for the newer content, so you are able to use it in none of the new content. So
Man,
so again,
something
so
going
so
on
so
right
so for me, some of my favorite weapons were mountaintop. For PVE, I'll talk about PVE. So for PVE, some of my favorite weapons were mountaintop and recluse, which they vaulted that like it can't go past 1060 light. The maximum
there.
light, the maximum light right now, the highest light you can be right now is 1310, but the cap on those weapons is 1060. 1060. Another one of my favorite weapons for PvP, not Forgotten and Trust, both vaulted. Max light can only be 1060. Now you can still use these weapons in base Crucible where light doesn't matter, but in Trials, in Iron Banner, those more competitive game modes that require light, you can't use those weapons because of the light cap.
Jesus.
It's a shit show. It's a shit show. It's part of why I walked away from Destiny for a while. But let's move off this because I could talk about this all day. I could talk about Destiny all day and its fuck ups all day.
Yeah, man, that sounds insane.
Yeah. But moving on, right? Bari, do you have a PlayStation 5? Yes, right?
Absolutely.
I've got a PlayStation 5 as well. I'm sure people in the chat have PlayStation 5s as well. Well, give yourselves a round of applause because you have attributed to the success of PlayStation 5 being the second best-selling hardware platform in February in both unit and dollar sales, and PlayStation is currently the fastest-selling hardware platform in U.S. history, total dollar sales after 4 months in the market. Another round of applause, man. Another round.
They beat out the Switch. Well, they beat out the Switch as far as the fastest selling hardware platform in US, because I know the Switch held it in 2017 in that month in that time span. But what's funny? This is great news for PlayStation as far as like the stocks are kind of low, but still it's selling pretty well. But this also goes into like the Switch. Real talk, I don't know why people's buying a Switch like that, but the Switch is selling crazy. You know what I mean? Like, I really don't understand it. I think the Nintendo fan base is a weird one, you know what I mean, as somebody that's a part of it as well. Jesus. But they do support their platform. What reason are you buying a Switch for? You know what I mean? Like, real talk, Bravely Default 2 just came out.
Which I gotta play that.
Nobody's going to really play that as far as the majority of the people to Switch. That's going to sell like 3 million tops.
Super Mario 3D World did top the Super Mario 3D World did top the charts though.
But are you buying a Switch to play Super Mario 3D World? You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like, but it continues to sell well. So you know what I mean, shout out to Nintendo fans and all that for supporting their platform, but PlayStation still doing well despite of having low stock or whatever, trying to distribute these consoles.
Can we talk about something real quick, man? So I've got the all platforms list for February of top 20 games, right? So obviously we know that Super Mario 3D World is number 1, right? But can we
wasn't that a game that people was complaining about, talking about, oh my god, a port, and look, everybody bought it. Everybody bought it, huh?
Because what people feel on Twitter and how they react and how they are in real life are two different things. People on Twitter, that's their persona, for lack of a better term, their persona. But listen, Miles Morales being number 4 in February, all platforms.
Let's go.
Spider-Man Miles Morales is selling like hot cakes. You understand?
Persona Strikers up there too. Persona 5 Strikers
P5
up there.
Strikers. I'm really happy about P5 Strikers. This is a really good game that I think people should play. I'm enjoying it so far. It's definitely got that Persona feel to it, right? I'm really happy about this Miles Morales, man, because this game, it's been out since launch and it's still doing numbers. It's still getting charted, which is good. And I think the more PlayStations that are made available from PlayStation, whenever the more they sell, the more people are going to be buying this game. So I think we're going to be seeing Miles Morales. And honestly, I think Demon Souls as well might start getting a comeback too.
You know what's funny? scroll down, go not scroll down, but look down to number 18, please.
Shout out to
My,
Minecraft PlayStation 4 edition charting.
exactly. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. You're gonna see that a lot when it comes to Bethesda games. Shout out to Doom new game PlayStation version.
Facts.
Let me chill.
But let's look at the wanted to look at the PlayStation 4 list as well. Here we go. Not PlayStation, but PlayStation list. So top 10
I ain't see Twitter in like a good couple of days, man. Just you know what I mean, it made me relapse a little bit.
You stupid. February 2021 top 10 PlayStation platforms. Number 1 Cold War. I'm disappointed. Very disappointed in that. We need to.
That's always going to be the top, man.
Got to kick that down to like number 50. Miles Morales number 2. This is again really, really good. People on PlayStation are buying this game, which I'm very happy about. P5 Strikers number 3. Very good. NFL. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Minecraft PS4 edition, NBA 2K21, FIFA 21, COD. Who's still buying Modern Warfare? Who's still?
Yo, Little Nightmares up there. That's lit.
Yeah, shout out to Little Nightmares too, man. I haven't even played the first one yet, so I know. Shame on me. But this is good. I'm very happy to see.
Yo, where is Demon Souls? Demon Souls not on there?
No, Demon Souls didn't chart for February.
Ah man.
No, neither did Sackboy or. Some of the other titles.
I'm gonna get back into Demon Souls this month too, man. Like I got time,
I'll try.
Gonna get back into that.
I'll try. Between these RPGs and Destiny, I'm a little swamped.
Yo, I legit I beat 2 bosses and I haven't played it again. But I was enjoying it, but I was just
I got to the first boss.
Pretty easy.
I got to the first boss and I stopped. I didn't fight him. I didn't even fight him. I just was like
the Tower Knight dude. It popped me 2 times. And I was like, hold up, I gotta kill these dudes that's shooting these fucking things on the tower. Once I took those dudes out, I pretty much took care of the tower.
Yeah.
I took my time though, because I didn't have the right weapon. I wasn't leveled up. But I did beat them though.
I'm glad. I'm happy to see PlayStation gamers
Nah, PlayStation gamers, listen, man. Where is Yeez 9 on this list? You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers got Little Nightmares. Where is Yeez 9?
Yeez 9 is a good game, man. Y'all missing out on that.
You don't buy nothing, man. You don't support shit. Continue. I'm getting pissed. Look what NBA 2K, FIFA, Minecraft, PS4 edition, Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Can I get $1? The game is buggy as hell.
Those gonna be the main games. Those gonna be the main games people buy.
Yo, the PlayStation Nation don't support shit. My bad. I relapsed.
No wonder the game's going to PC.
Yeah.
Wow,
go ahead, man. Yo, Chris, you beat it. That's my man, Chris Righteous, man. Second best list on YouTube.
Hey, man, let's talk about some real good news here, bro. Square Enix, man. Square Enix dropped the news this week, man. So, on March 18th at 10 a.m. Pacific, which is 1 p.m. Eastern, Square Enix is going to be doing a Square Enix Presents Spring 2021. And so they're going to have the world premiere of the all-new Life is Strange. So they pretty much announced that there's going to be a brand new Life is Strange game. There's also going to be featuring Outriders, Marvel Avengers, Tomb Raider 25th Anniversary, new Square Enix Montreal games, Just Cause Mobile, and Balan Wonderland.
Wait, what? New Square Enix Montreal games? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you might get a new Deus Ex or something?
Maybe.
For those Deus Ex fans.
So, what you feel about this, Bar?
I'm a Square Enix fanboy. That is, I'm not going to hide that, but I'm a little disappointed with what they're featuring here. You know what I'm saying? The new Square Enix
fantasy news, man.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, Square Enix presents Spring 2021. Where the hell is Final Fantasy 16? That's what I'm looking for. You know what I mean? I don't give a damn about Tomb Raider 25th Anniversary. What are you gonna do? You're gonna compile all the games you know what I mean, the trilogy, and hey, we got Tomb Raider trilogy. You know what I mean? What you gonna do there? Square Enix Montreal. I'm excited for that. Avengers. I'm already excited for that on the 18th. When is this show? On the
PS5
18th as well.
update come out. Say it
So
again.
they're gonna talk about the Avengers PS5 update again. You know what I mean? Outriders. I'm on the fence about that game. You know what I mean? I'm not really.
How long did you put in the demo?
I played like an hour in a demo.
Oh.
I mean, some of the stuff seems cool, but it doesn't seem like it's a game I would get day one.
Well, they updated a lot of stuff. They updated the game.
Yeah, I
they
seen
put
an
out
update that
this
came
week.
in
Yeah.
this morning.
Yeah, I'm gonna get back on it this weekend and see.
Badland Wonderworld. It was a game that I was excited for until I played it. Yeah, I still gotta hit up PlayStation for my refund for that before that come out. And Just Cause Mobile, who gives a fuck?
You better hurry up. That game comes out the 23rd. Badland Wonderland.
I know. I'm gonna hit them up. But yo, at the end of the day, where's Final Fantasy 16? You guys promised early 2021 that you're gonna get news about it. Still waiting. So probably they're gonna have their own event for that. The Life is Strange. I like the first Life is Strange. The second one I didn't care about. Yeah. Or whatever middle one that they had, I forgot what it's called. I didn't care about.
Before the Storm, or are you talking about?
Yeah, Before the Storm.
Whatever. The Storm, but this new one that they had came out, Life is Strange 2. I didn't like the characters. I really wish they would have stuck with Max and Chloe and let them go on their little adventure or something like that. Like I don't like this at all. I don't like it at all, man.
Yeah. Like that game, those games are cool, but you're gonna have a freaking presentation for that. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I'm not trying to shit on it. But
those games have a following. You know,
they do have a following, but your last game was hot garbage. You know what I mean? Man. Like, I just want the Final Fantasy 16 stuff, man.
Yeah, I mean, me personally, when I seen this. Without looking at the picture, when I saw that they were doing like a direct style, I was super excited. I was giddy. I was like, oh yeah, that's right. We're about to get Final Fantasy news. And then I look at the list and I'm like, oh, okay. Like I'm just not that. I'm not excited. I gotta be honest with you. Avengers, Outriders, yes, those games.
Yeah, Avengers. I'm gonna be playing that on the 18th. You know what I mean? But I don't need another presentation. You already do your own presentation. You do your war tables. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. But see, this is why I think I feel like these studios and publishers, they're really like, I think they're building the plane as they fly, bro. Because some of this stuff just seems slapped together, right?
Bro, they bored.
Fantasy, yeah, they're bored. They might be bored because it's like, bro, Final Fantasy 16, what you showed us last year, you were talking about how, you didn't want to show us anything without it being a good percentage of the way finished. So a lot of what you're showing was gameplay. Then you're saying we're going to get more news in 2021, early 2021. We still ain't heard nothing yet, and it's March. Like, what is early 2021 to you people? Like, I don't get it. We're in March and still haven't heard nothing. Then you're doing this half-ass, half-ass presentation. And listen, I love Square, man, but a lot of these games on this list, I don't care about. I don't care. I'm being honest, man. I don't care. Like, I want Final Fantasy 16. That's all I care about. Give me the news. I want Project Athia. That's all I care about. If you were announcing a new Dragon Quest, I care about. Like you're not giving us nothing, man. And I'd rather you be quiet and be in the trenches and getting more things done, and so that you can have a more higher quality presentation than showing us bullshit. Just cause mobile? I
didn't even know they had a mobile shit.
Like what? Telling you.
Yo, listen. I was excited for Badland Wonderworld. I used to play the shit out of Knights back in the day, man. I mean, just seeing that the developers, is creating a new game, it was an easy support for me. But yo, I played that demo. I played that demo. Hot garbage. Hot garbage. Yo, I was like, yo, you didn't innovate on shit here. Hot garbage. Frame rate, hot garbage. Visuals, hot garbage. Gameplay, hot garbage. The whole demo was hot garbage. Yo, and I was just like, yo, bad, I Yo, I felt it in my heart, Persona. Yo, my heart dropped, bro. It dropped. It was like, yo, Bari, put me back up, put me in. I was like, yo, I got you. But yo, I was like, no, I can't support that. I can't support that, man. And I want to support these developers, but yo, you got to put out a good title. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I liked your old games, but yo, you got to innovate. This is 2021, baby. Every single button is a jump button. Hot garbage. Take that game off the release date. Whatever release date you have that game for, take it off and go back into the lab.
For another year.
Yeah, go back into the lab, please.
Yeah, that game is.
Nobody's gonna buy that game, and this is somebody that is very optimistic when it comes to video games. Nobody is buying that game. Hot garbage.
Yeah, Battling Wonderland is rough, man. Like, it's just not.
Oh yeah, the soundtrack is fire though.
It's not an enjoyable game. Like, I mean that in all sincerity, man. It's not an enjoyable game. It is a bad game. It's bad.
I'm not damage controlling that shit. You know what I mean? No, yo, when it comes to Square Enix, I will, put my biasness towards them. But yo, it's hot garbage. That game is hot garbage. That shit needs to go under. It needs to be cooked a little bit more. Yo, Chris, I'm not on Twitter. I'm not on Twitter this whole month, bro. Guys, I'm not on Twitter for the rest of the month, man. Until April, I'll be back on Twitter.
Facts.
If you guys haven't seen me respond or anything, I don't know, because I'm not on Twitter. I logged off of Twitter for the rest of the month. You know what I mean? And that's pretty much it. But yeah.
Facts. Hot garbage. I'm gonna need that as a soundboard.
Yo, bro.
Soundbite, bro.
It broke my heart, man. Yeah, real talk. I'm playing this shit. Yo, I think what was in a party chat we did we was in something. We was in a party chat or something, and I was like, yo, man, yo, this game is hot garbage, man. Like, yo, the jumping feels dated, like I'm playing a PS2 game. You know what I mean? Square jump, triangle jump, circle jump, X jump. The transformations, you can't even link cool shit together. You know what I mean? Like, yo, you have these transformations that do different abilities, but you can't even link them. Like, if you jump and try to transform, you can't do that. The animation is so slow. You know what I mean? Like, you supposed to be this platforming game, but yo, it move on, yo. Hot garbage.
Yeah, so Chris sent me the article, and I don't see anything here about Final Fantasy 16. It's only talking about Final Fantasy 7 Remake and Resident Evil Village. There's no.
Oh, he's saying that there's going to be a Japan video event.
Yeah, there's going to be a plan. Yeah, the play stuff. Yes, but there's no mention of Final Fantasy 16 news here. It's only mentioning that Nomura and Sato.
When is this coming? This is coming. When is this?
March 21st, so next week.
Okay.
Week. Yeah.
They probably gonna announce FF7, multiplat there too.
Maybe. No, this is a PlayStation. They ain't announced that shit here. This is a PlayStation live.
Oh, this is a PlayStation.
Yeah, this is a PlayStation Japan.
Oh, this
event.
is PlayStation Japan. Okay, I got you.
This is a PlayStation Japan event. And, Nomura and Sato and Katase are all going to be there, but they're not. There's no mention of 16 here. Last year, they said that there was going to be Final Fantasy 16 news early 2021.
Oh no, this is just a 7 remake integrated and Resident Evil event.
Yep.
I'm gonna definitely tune in because Katase, that's my dude right there. I'm gonna definitely want to hear what he says, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna repeat the same stuff of what's already out there. But you might get little tidbits here and there from Katase and them. So I definitely tune in. When is it again? The 21st?
21st, yeah.
Put that in my calendar. Make sure I remember that.
Alright, so let's look at this. You want to talk about this Crash Bandicoot stuff?
Hell yeah, let's talk about it, man.
Hey,
you know what I mean? Yo, listen, yo. This is What's Up PlayStation podcast. There's certain things like, especially with the PlayStation Nation, we'll mention it here and there, But at the end of the day, you know, we already know what's the best place to play these games, right?
Big facts.
But on the other platform, you know, podcasters, they like to hearken on these things. They like to talk about these things for the whole goddamn podcast. But we're here to highlight that the best place to play Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time, is on PlayStation 5. There's no mistaking. Persona's showing the video right here. The PlayStation 5 has the best version for this game in every conceivable way. So if you guys want to play or interested in these games, you know, and you got a PlayStation 5, you're in good luck, man. The PlayStation 5 is the best platform to play these games, and you know, the best place to play your multiplats. And that's what it is, man. People just got to accept that, you know what I mean? And we're going to highlight it here for you guys because it's going to piss some people off. They're going to try to say, "Oh, I thought you guys did the play." Yeah, we talking about PlayStation. It's the best place to play Crash Bandicoot 4. It's About Time. Best frame rate, best visual outlook, best effects, all that stuff on PlayStation 5. Get with it or go home. It's on sale too, says Corey Massey.
Shout out to Corey. Yeah, it is. Yeah, that PS5 version is definitely looking pretty fire. So yeah, man, if you guys haven't, you know, already, you know, you can definitely the game is on sale right now. Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time is on sale right now, so definitely pick that up if you guys are interested. You know what's so funny about this, Bari? I know we talked about this before a while back, a long time ago. But, you know, I remember when a lot of people, remember like every E3 people would be like, oh, new Crash. And now we have a brand new Crash game, and I don't see that same level of hype. Do you?
No.
So
I don't see the hype as well.
Like,
Yeah,
what is it? Like, these, like, you know, people ask for these games, but then don't support them and buy them. What is it about that, man? Like, why does this keep happening?
I've been told people, man, that they full of it when they say these things. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people get tied up with the names, but you know, or sometimes the genre. You remember when Knack was coming out? It was like, well, PlayStation shouldn't have been Knack. It should have been Crash. You know what I mean? And it's just like, no, you just want the genre, you want the platformer type of game. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, you want that genre. You know what I mean? But when it comes to Crash Bandicoot, it is selling well though.
Yeah,
like the trilogy sold well. I don't know about It's About Time. I don't know how that sold. Like I'm just not in the mood to play this type of game right now.
I'm not either. I mean, I bought it. I have it. I'm just not. I'm just like legit. I'm not in the mood to stress myself.
Yo, it's on sale for real. It's on sale for like $38, $39 right now.
It might have been cheaper than that when I had bought. Well, I had bought the PS4 version, so I get that PS5 version for free. And I think I might have got the game for like maybe $20 or so, something like that.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
You ain't get the full upgrades. You got to buy the full PS5 version to get the full upgrades.
No, you get the free. If you bought the PS4 version, the PS5 version, you get for free.
Oh no, I'm messing with you. I'm thinking about Activision, like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, you want the full upgrades? Then you got to buy. You got to buy
$10. But yeah, that's Crash, man. Shout out to Crash. All right, Bari, we're in the topics, man. So I got two questions for you, right? But we're gonna start with this first question. I feel like the second question will spark a longer conversation. So I'll ask this question first, right?
Sir.
First question. What do you think PlayStation needs to do to stay competitive, to compete? And I'll elaborate more. Before I do, disclaimer, this is a PlayStation podcast where we talk about all things PlayStation, but sometimes we need to talk about the other consoles for comparison's sake. So chill out for those that are, oh my god, I thought this was what's up PlayStation. Relax, calm down.
But this is the topic portion anyway.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
That's the topic. You know, we see that PlayStation, we see that Xbox is, you know, as much as people don't want to admit it, you know, and I'm sure you'll admit it and you can agree, you know, PlayStation, I keep saying PlayStation, Xbox is making some power moves here. They're doing power moves here with this acquisition of Bethesda, you know, saying that, even though it's still very cryptic, saying that these games are going to be exclusive, or all future games are going to be exclusives, and it's only going to be exclusive to platforms that have Game Pass and all those different things, which I feel like that still kind of leaves the door open for them to pivot, but that's another conversation. But
first of all, let me correct you. I don't think it's a power move. I think it's a spark. You know what I mean? It's a little jolt. It's to get the ball rolling.
Well, that's what I'm saying, but that's why I call it a power move, because I think this move is to put Microsoft into a better position power-wise in terms of market share, mind share, things of that nature.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No. No. Because it would have been it would have been a power move if you had new stuff to go along with the announcements, right? No, real talk. Like, real talk. I watched the video with Phil Spencer, the whole sit down. It was but we watched grown men sit down talk about acquisition. You know what I mean? They announced no new games. Like, what are we gaming for on that platform? And real talk, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but we have the whole entire platform of Xbox gamers that will march their way down to go watch Phil Spencer group up with other grown men and women to talk about studio acquisition that was announced from last year. You know what I mean? That finally, let's do a stream about finally the deal got complete. Where all the stuff that they could have did and said in that joint could have been a tweet for all the people that's on Twitter. You know what I mean? Nothing was announced as far as like, studio acquisition, this deal is finally complete. Here's a Starfield video or trailer or teaser. None of that bullshit. You know what I mean? This is not a power move. This is not changing the market. This is not changing the mind share or anything like that. It's just having people to continue to wait until Xbox get their shit together. That's all this is.
So then
it's fluff.
So then what do you think PlayStation needs to do to compete?
What PlayStation needs to do is to show their fucking games. Where's the Horizon trailer? Stop having these fucking state of play that's showing the same games over and over again. You know what I mean? You are giving more care and dedication to that loot than Horizon Forbidden West. We've seen that loot 5 times for every goddamn show that these guys are huffing and puffing about that they own this publisher now. But every single time you are showing that loot, you have a Game Informer joint, that loot, everything is that loot slapped all over this motherfucker. But Horizon Forbidden West, that's the anticipated game, you haven't even showed gameplay yet for. That's what PlayStation need to do. Gran Turismo has been delayed? No problem. Let's show some gameplay of what we're working on. This is what they were doing with PS4, bro. Yeah. They were showing games 3 years out the line. You know what I mean? What's this whole Horizon supposed to come out this year? Where is the gameplay? You know what I mean? That's if quote unquote people are talking about the mind share is going over the Xbox, you need to show some of your games that people will care more about. Because at the end of the day, we know people on that platform don't care about these games. What's up, PlayStation? We gonna keep it real here though. People don't care about those games. Okay. At the end of the day, if you show that Horizon Forbidden West Part 2, you show that trailer, boom. You show a teaser of God of War Ragnarok. We're not talking about no mind share no more. Microsoft might hold the mind. For what? They haven't shown anything. They grouped up together and said that the acquisition is final. What mind share? Returnal as well. Returnal is another one. You can show that, keep on showing. Well, you show that a lot anyway. You know what I mean? I'm talking about the games that you're supposed to have big blockbusters that's supposed to come out this year. You still haven't shown them. We're about to hit March. Yeah. You know what I mean? But yet you want to show that loot. Come on, man. That's what PlayStation need to do. Show their exclusives.
Yeah.
You already teased them in these PS5 showcases, but then you don't want to show them. You know what I mean? It's legit. We seen Horizon May or what's the second one? August? No, it was May.
No, it was in June.
Oh, it was in June. Yeah,
Horizon in June, and that was it.
That was it.
And a CGI trailer, and that was it.
They told us in that video. They told us in that video. They said, they're gonna have more to show us. Soon. Later. 2020 passed, nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And now we're in 2021. You had a state of play, nothing. Come on, man. That's what PlayStation need to do. You know what I mean? Yes.
The same thing with God of War.
Yeah, even God of War show a picture.
You showed us the title and said 2021, and we haven't gotten. There was like no. This is my problem with PlayStation, and they started doing. They started doing this towards the end of PS4 and really the start of PS5, because the start of PlayStation 4 and middle and whatnot, they, and even like, towards the end, like those last two, like those year 2019, 2018, 2019. After that, they really started like doing like some really stupid shit. Now, granted, the pandemic and things like that really messed up a lot of plans and all these different things. I get that, I understand that, but my problem with PlayStation is, they're starting to. It's almost as if they think because they're so big and so popular now that people just know what's going on. Should just know because of how they've done things. But for instance, with the God of War Ragnarok, right? You show us the title, you show us the what's the name, but you don't do an article like on your blog, like Horizon Forbidden West. You when you were showing off the power of the DualSense and why the DualSense was so great. You've got these developers talking about how the DualSense is going to be utilized with their game and all this other stuff, but you're not giving us any type of information, even in article form, about Horizon, not about God of War, not about all these different games, like Gran Turismo, like. Where's the article lead up for this stuff that you used to do? Because you used to do this stuff all the time, where you would do a PlayStation blog article explaining in greater details what
talking about the game.
Yeah, and
Jemai in the chat. Jemai in the chat right now, he said, "God, Ragnarok not coming out this year, in my opinion. It doesn't matter. Still talk about it. That's what they used to do. God of War wasn't coming out in 2016 when it was showing. It was talking about it."
Shit, what I mean? Horizon Zero Dawn got shown in 2015, and it didn't release until 2018. And they showed new gameplay in 2016 at that E3.
When has it come to PlayStation? Got to show the game is coming out the same year. You know what I mean? That's not what PlayStation has done. They have so much games that normally come out. They can show whatever their next big exclusive coming out whenever. You know what I mean? This might be coming in 2 years or whatnot, or don't even have a date. But at the end of the day, show and talk about something. Like Persona said, stop putting up these articles talking about what the developer thinks. They not even saying shit. Oh, I can't. They legit. I felt so disrespected when I read this joint. Dude was like, I forgot what developer it was like. So what's your thoughts on the next upcoming Guerrilla Games, exclusive Horizon 2 Forbidden West? And dude was like, I love the first one. I can't wait to see what they do with the second one. That was the comment, bro. And I was like, who the hell putting out an article like this? And that's all the developers talk. They wasn't giving us no concrete shit. You know what I mean? It's just it's dumb. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, when you see moves like this, what Microsoft is doing, I'm not saying that this is not a big move. It is a very big move what Microsoft is doing. How to react to it is just continue to talk about the stuff that you are coming, where people are mostly anticipating this stuff. You know what I mean? You come out with a new Horizon trailer right now. That jump breaking 3-4 million views in the week. Easily. You know what I mean? And that would change the whole conversation of what people's talking about, rather than grown men sitting around in a circle talking about they completed the deal. You know what I mean? The shit crazy, dog. Yeah. You're supposed to be gamers, but look at this. The talk in the I see all of. I'm not on Twitter, but I'm on what you call it. I'm on YouTube, and I see all these podcasts. Everything is Bethesda sit now. They're not talking about they're doing the what ifs about games. Mm-hmm. What if this? What if that? But he's talking about a whole fucking sit down that they did for whatever how long, and they haven't talked about nothing gaming. You know what I mean? That's crazy to me.
No, I agree. I agree 100%. I do think, with the roundtable, the part that I did like was each development team talking about, how they came to Bethesda and all. So I did like that, honestly. But I do understand.
Persona, who gives a fuck? Who gives a... we knew the Bethesda for years. Who gives a fuck?
No, I agree. I hear you.
If a Starfield trailer came out, you'd even be talking about. I like the fact that they talk about how the developers came through. Nobody be talking about that shit if it was a Starfield trailer that came out at the end or something.
No, no, of course not. And I think when it comes to uh, but when it comes to what Microsoft is doing, I still think like a lot of this is too much, right? Because it's like you're you're wasting everyone's time, right? You're talking about a round table to sit down and talk about, you know, how great your partnership is and how y'all came together and all this, and you know, no one cares, right? Like no one cares about that. Like a lot of, and then the thing that pisses me off is that you put out a tweet saying don't expect no news, no game news, and all this, and I'm like, that's all I care. Like that's all people. I would hope that's all people care about. I want to see news. Like why not? You're right though. Like why not show? Oh, surprise, surprise. Here's a Starfield trailer. Showing some gameplay. Or surprise, surprise. Here's a look at what one of our teams is working on that's coming out. That's going to be next gen only. Like they did at E3 when they showed Starfield. There was no date. There was no nothing. It was just a trailer, name, and that was it. And it was supposed to be coming out on next gen consoles. That's it. That's all they did. And that E3 was like 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
Yeah, I know why you went quiet, because you saw the dumbass comment in the chat.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm in a good mood. I would listen, Arsenic. I would have blocked you the fuck out this chat, but I'm in a good mood. We just spoke about a whole bunch of slew of PlayStation news, and we're in the topic portion. This motherfucker said, "You play PlayStation games," and I always talk about Xbox and what Sony to copy Xbox. What the fuck are you talking about, my guy? This is the topic portion of the podcast. It can be whatever. What are we talking about? We just spoke about a whole bunch of PlayStation shit for 2 hours. Yo, what's going on?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Motherfuckers is slow, man.
I don't know. Like, I mean,
yeah, I knew exactly why. I knew exactly why Persona went quiet. Cause he wanted to say something, but he's not going to say something. I'm going to say it.
I just don't get. You're right though. Like we just sat here and did a whole show talking about PlayStation news, gaming, what we're excited about. I just did a whole monologue about Destiny and video games, and we're talking about things in the community now of what we like and dislike, and it's a problem. I don't get it.
Okay, he cleared it. He's saying social media overall. Okay, we got you.
Okay.
It's not an Xbox. It's not an Xbox convo, by the way, because he asks, "What does PlayStation need to do?" Right?
Yeah, I'm very clear about my questioning. And I said in the beginning that it was going to be, Xbox was going to be brought up for comparison's sake because of the nature of the question.
Yeah, but it's geared to PlayStation, and we just answered what PlayStation needs to do as far as response to the news that's going on with Bethesda, and I just said they just need to keep the course as far as talking about the exclusive games. Stop bringing up Deathloop every damn show and bring up your exclusive games. And that's what they need to do. I don't know how it changed to Xbox conversation. We're just, Xbox is being spoken about because it is big news. But at the end of the day, this topic is still on what PlayStation needs to do. That's just a conversation. It's a conversational piece. A lot of you guys don't do podcasts. A lot of you guys, don't guest on podcasts, so you don't know what it takes to run a podcast. It's a conversation. Sometimes more so, we can care less about the topic, but it's still just a conversational piece to put out there within the community. That's what this is. You know what I mean? It's not. There's times where me and Persona are going to disagree. We're going to agree, but at the end of the day, he brought a question up so we can talk about, and that's what it is. It's just a conversation. It's the topic.
Facts.
And it's not people, I'm turning coat to Xbox. No, it's just a topic. At the end of the day, we want all of these platforms to compete so we can get the best out of it. And this is a part of the conversation so we can get the best out of PlayStation. Right now, Xbox, a lot of people is talking about Xbox and this acquisition with Bethesda. We're bringing it on the PlayStation side of things on what PlayStation should do to change that. Because Persona brought up mindshare and all. I don't agree with the whole mindshare thing, but still I went along with the conversation. Yo, shit crazy.
Yo, so second question, topic, discussion, Bari, and I think this will definitely spark a much
Yo,
deeper
Guapzilla crazy.
conversation, right? Our game, and you know, I really want us to have this conversation, especially after you've taken your break. Like now that you've taken your break, I definitely want to have this conversation. Are gaming debates and quote unquote console warring a waste of time? Bar, you got it.
Pretty much, I'm gonna say no, because I think having gaming debates, even console warring, can be good. Like I always look at stuff as like the silver lining sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
where yeah, you might be console warring between somebody, you might be going back and forth debating, but within that, if that person is given legitimate constructive opinions, or they highlighting things that their platform can do, you're in a learning process of like, oh, so that platform is doing that. Oh, that might sound cool. Like I remember uh going back and forth with people in Bang Bang and YouTube as far as like PlayStation 4 and Xbox. And there's times where I'm debating with people and then I'm telling people about certain features that PlayStation do. They're like, oh, I didn't know PlayStation can do that. You know what I mean? There could be a learning process within that stuff by giving the correct information. You know what I mean? The problem is when it comes to a lot of debates and console warring, and this is not even just gaming, a lot of people just don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They would just lie just to make the platform look good.
Mm-hmm.
That is the issue when it comes to the debate and the console warring. Just straight lying just to make the console look good. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Rather than giving like, here are the merits of what the PlayStation 5 can do. Here are the merits of what the Xbox Series S can do or X can do, and debate from that. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I do think that it can be very beneficial to debate and console war.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't get too tied up into it. It's not personal.
Mm-hmm.
This stuff is just video games. That's the biggest lie in the gaming community is
It's
it's
just
it's
gaming.
it's it's games. Why these people doesn't getting mad and sensitive. As much as I can go on my rants and I can have my little jabs here and there with everybody in the chat and all that stuff. It's not personal with me. You know what I mean? Like we're just keeping it gaming.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I might say dumbass or I might say stupid, but I'm not saying that personally. You know what I mean? To hinder anybody from talking. You know what I mean? Or saying that it's just gaming. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, a lot of people, it's not just gaming. Where if I talk about Xbox or I rant about PlayStation, people take that personally. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm attacking a company. Like what? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it can be beneficial where people can learn about different platforms. It can probably help or get another person to buy that other platform too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I remember I had debates with mad Xbox dudes and people hit me up and was like, yo, I bought a PlayStation 4. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I wanted to play these games you're talking about. I wanted to experience these features that you're talking about here.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it could be beneficial.
I agree. It's funny too because before really social media started taking off the way it was, me and friends at school, friends in the neighborhood, we would always debate about anime, comics, video games, and things like we would have. Me and my brothers and sisters would have those types of debates and conversations all the time, right? So it's funny when I see people say that these debates and arguing about gaming and stuff is childish or it's lame, and then it's like, what type of child? And I mean this with all due respect. What type of childhoods did you people have growing up? Because, um, like in school, in school I used to be like, oh, yo, I'm bringing the link cables because for those that used to play Pokemon back in the day, you remember you could battle each other with the link cables. We used to do that at lunch at school and talk shit and talk crap about each other. I've always had a competitive nature about myself ever since I was really young. I've always been very, very competitive. So me and my friends, we would talk shit in my neighborhood. We used to play. I don't know if you guys know about this game called Brute Force on Xbox. We used to play that. We used to have competitions with that and Halo and all those different things, fighting games, right? There was always debating or console warring, if you will, in my life. Like, there's always been that. So I find it strange, people that say they've been gaming since the '80s or the '90s that look at debates and console warring, quote unquote, as a negative or as a bad thing, when really I would
you gotta
think you
understand
would.
that translation. You gotta
Yeah,
understand the translation. When people say they've been gaming in the '90s or whatever. They played a game in the '90s. It's not, you know what I mean? They played a game or two in the '90s and stuff like that. So
yeah,
they missed out on those conversations where it's
yeah, because
completely normal. Debating is normal. That's the problem when it comes to social media. People don't, as much as people socialize in social media, they don't know how to socialize on
yes.
social media. They miss those interactions where you can have a healthy debate. People debate about everything, bro. Sports, cell phones.
But that's what I'm
I
saying.
have debates about routers, bro. You
But
know what I
that's what
mean?
I'm saying. In other sectors of entertainment and things like that, debating is looked at as good. You've got this whole show's Undisputed with Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless, right? Or is that with Stephen A. Smith? I forget which one. I forget the shows. But even with Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp, there were shows where they were yelling at each other. I remember the show where it's my turn. You said it was my,
It's fine.
that meme and them like yelling and making fun of each other, making fun of the teams that lose and all that, or Stephen A. Smith. If Stephen A. Smith, if a team's losing that he don't like, he gonna make fun of it and he going ha 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 he and this person sucks and that person sucks and this person needs to do like this whole show's dedicated towards this shit and you people watch this stuff and it's entertainment. But in gaming, when those same things are happening, when you're making jokes, when you're talking about this, talking about that, talking about the opposite side, laughing when someone gets an L and all that stuff, it's looked at as childish, as toxic, and all this other shit. And I look at it and I'm like,
Yo, that's just a defense mechanism of people that can't debate. You know what I mean? Where those are the people that when they always get into a conversation of disagreements in gaming, they always go personal, or they always try to say like a homophobic joke or something like that. You know what I mean? Those are people that just can't debate because they
but
can't
even the
handle that
ones,
type of.
but even the ones that say they hate that type of stuff within the community, they always speaking on it. They always talking about it, and but they say
Yeah,
they don't
because
want to be a part of it.
it's a defense mechanism.
Mm-hmm.
It's two ways. It go two ways. They want to look cool in front of these nerds that they think are cool on the internet they don't know,
Mm-hmm.
or they say those things because it would avoid people would avoid them from having console or gaming debates. Those are the two. I'm trying to tell you, these people they don't want that smoke. They don't want that smoke.
Yeah, yeah, but I do agree that when things get too personal, right? When people talk about people's families or things that when it leaves the realm of gaming, that's when I sign off and I'm like, yo, it's a problem. Like I don't want to be a part of that, right? Now, looking at somebody's trophies or achievements and making sure they game, that's not people tend to take that type of stuff personal. I feel like if you take that personal, that's because you really ain't gaming. But things like that, that's fact finding, that's fact checking. But getting personal with family and all that stuff, I don't think that stuff necessarily is good. Like, leave that stuff out of it. Keep it gaming. Keep it about the games. Because as mad as as mad as Shannon and Skip get with each other, they still, it's business and they still are able to, have a conversation. As loud as Stephen A. Smith gets with some of his co-hosts and guests, it still is a entertaining conversation, but also a respectable conversation. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, like yeah,
It never
yo,
gets
me and
personal.
you disagree. Me and you disagree sometimes, man. It ain't personal.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
imagine
Yeah,
back in the day with the
I can
game
be more.
chats. Woo-wee.
Yeah, I can be very animated, but at the end of the day, it's not like attacking you personally.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
and likewise.
I'll be like, yo, your gaming palette sucks. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about you as a person.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. And with PlayStation fans and Xbox fans, you know, people have been people have been debating for a long time. I mean, I didn't really start getting into that portion of it until last generation. At the very beginning, when I really was on like Facebook groups and Twitter and all that stuff, and I really started to see those types of debates because most of it was just really, friends, like I said, friends, people I knew and things like that. And it's entertaining. Like it's good. Like like it's having a good conversation or a good back and forth is really good. And people that look down on that stuff, like you really must live like a boring life or something. Like you must be real fun at parties. Like
He said fun at party.
you must really be fun at parties, man. I'm
They
telling
in
you.
they in the corner on the wall with their hand in the
Yeah,
pocket.
like trying to look cool with their hand in their pocket, looking around with they holding their drink. Hey man, yo, come to the dance floor. Oh nah, I'm cool, man. I'm gonna chill right here.
I'm cool,
Nah,
man.
you ain't invited back. Fucking up the vibe, man. Like yo, man. With the council, like we used to go back, like especially with Marvel movies and like comic stuff and anime. And all, yo, we used to have lockdown, drag out debates, man. Like go watch that old school council podcast debates. Like I don't know, man. That stuff is entertaining. It's fun. It's good. Keeps your mind. Funny enough, it keeps your mind sharp as well because you gotta be able to think on your feet. But nobody thinks of it that way,
Like I said, you can learn from it as well, man. But
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people they can't handle that type of
You know why?
that
You know
type of
why that
heat.
is? It's because a lot of people don't know how to explain their opinions. That's the problem. But that's a conversation for another time. Y'all need to learn how to explain your stance. You can't just give a stance and not explain it. That's not how a conversation or debate works. You have to be able to explain your stance.
This game shucks.
Why? That's why I love asking questions, bruh. Because people don't know how to answer questions. Why? When's the last time you played it? Show me
Because
again.
it sucks.
That's not a stance because it sucks. That's not a stance. I don't care I don't give a fuck when nobody tells you. That's not a stance. If someone tells you, "Oh, I don't like this game," why? Because it sucks. Fuck out of here, man. Anyway, that is the end of the show. Really good topics today, man. Like I said today, man, I was scraping that barrel for the news. But it
Look at
turned out
that.
to
We
be a really good show.
got a 2-hour show out.
A nice good
See?
2 hour show. Yeah, man.
I ain't gonna expose you either when you DM me the other day.
Chill, man. Chill. But yo, man, let's get into these outros, bro. Barry, man, give me.
You like that reverse psychology hit on you though, right?
I was gonna reply to you. I was gonna be like, why the fuck you put this? Why are you putting the ball in my court? This is supposed to be a group decision. I was like, fuck it. I was like, yo,
Because I knew when I put that you was gonna do it. Listen, man, I know you for years, man. I know how to maneuver. I'm the best at what I do. What I do isn't very nice.
God, give us your outro. Jesus Christ.
Nah, man. Great show. Once again, man. What's Up PlayStation Podcast, episode 29 is in the books. Oh yeah, guys. The Teespring stuff is coming back. You know what I mean? So I see, Streamlabs, they keep telling you want a t-shirt. Well, you probably click the link, there's nothing there. But it's definitely gonna be coming back soon. Springtime is coming. We're gonna get y'all jiggy out there in these streets, these gaming streets, with a What's Up PlayStation t-shirt. It is coming back. So don't worry, okay? But once again, for those people that don't know, I won't be on Twitter. I won't be on YouTube for the rest of the month. I won't be doing no personal shows. I won't be guesting on those shows as well. I'm just chilling for the rest of the month in March, catching up on my gaming, relaxing, doing some personal stuff, enjoying life. But also on Twitter, I'm not going to be on Twitter. So if you guys, at me on Twitter, if you DM me on Twitter, I won't be seeing any of that because I'm totally logged out of Twitter. I'll be back in April on all that stuff. Like I said, on my own personal channel, I will be having some new stuff for the channel when I do come back, like a new show. Probably 2 new shows I'm going to be having when I come back. But it's not going to be an every week kind of thing. But I will have a video explaining all that stuff once again when I do come back. For those that missed my latest video, my latest stream, explaining that stuff. But yeah, man, it's been great to sit down with my boy Persona once again. What's Up PlayStation Podcast. And yeah, we'll see you guys same time, same place, same channel next week. For episode 30, man. Yo, 20 episodes from 50. Jeez.
Hell
You know what I
yeah.
mean? We in there. So hopefully some more news come up. I will be scouring Google's for news.
Well, next
Normally
week is the
Twitter.
Square Enix, so you'll definitely get some news out of that.
Oh yeah, facts.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'll be on Marvel Avengers too, man. On when is it?
Facts.
Tuesday?
To
Oh
yeah,
no, Thursday. Yeah,
Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah,
Wish it was Tuesday, but it's all good.
yeah,
But yeah, man, catch you guys later.
yeah. Shout out to my boy Bari, man. The only show you'll see him on is What's Up PlayStation Podcast. So if you're trying to get, you trying to hear Bari's thoughts and opinions on gaming news, tell your friends and your friends to check out What's Up PlayStation YouTube channel every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. Check out Bari's thoughts, right? For me, man, I'm Persona, Gaming with Persona. I was your host for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. If you did, definitely like, comment, subscribe. And I know a lot of you have been asking in the comments about timestamps. Don't worry, we're gonna get to that stuff. Don't worry, we'll get to it.
But yeah, I gotta get back on that for real.
Yeah,
I gotta be more
we'll get
consistent.
to it. Yeah, like consistency with that is definitely gonna pick up. You know, it's gonna happen. Also, for me and my channel, um, I'm oh yeah so next week Tuesday, um, or Wednesday, no Wednesday next week Wednesday, I'm gonna have Went Persona interviews number 11, and I'm gonna have King Thrash on for the next interview. So that's gonna be good. You don't want to miss that. Check out the last interview I did with J Main. Was a really good interview on my channel, Gaming with Persona. Also, for those that are new here or the lurkers and things like that, if you haven't subscribed to this channel already, definitely subscribe to What's Up PlayStation Podcast YouTube channel. A lot of good things in the pipeline and in the works. We're trying to get to 1,000. We're very close. Um, Definitely subscribe. Consider subscribing. But yeah, man, we appreciate you guys coming through, man. Hope you enjoyed the show. Hope you guys enjoy your weekend. Please be safe. And we'll see you guys next Saturday, same time, same place, same crew. That's the Wups crew. And we out.